where I grew up at the Grand Ronde Reservation, a lot of white people had already encroached, and all there was left there was shacks to live in. They didn't want us to go hunting or gathering or anything. They kept close eye on our people, and I could never figure out why they felt they were always better.
Yeah. And they'd say, we're civilized and you need to be that way. I said, well, if that's civilization, I don't want it. I'll stay the way I am. I bend my knee to no man. I only bend my knees to my creator because he's given us the gifts of the land.
Man, what a wonderful creator. We need our sacred sites, like the place of big, big trees. It's a powerful place. There's burials in there and our grandfathers and our grandmothers that are laid to rest.
When you come here, you can feel it. The trees, you can hear them. Oh, those songs are beautiful. But then the Federal Highway Department, they started taking the lands.
Yeah, it was horrific. Cutting them trees down, tearing up the ground. No thought, no care.
The land was saying, why are they taking the hair of my body? You could just hear that in the wind. Why are you guys allowing this to happen to me?
Right. So we all started protesting, and we ended up going to court for our freedom of religion.
We had to prove we used this area. They said we had no church, but our people used to use the area for ceremonies. And that's the history they need to remember.
What makes this so frustrating is hearing them say, "Who do those people think they are bringing this case before this court?" That attitude. Well, we have rights.
Yeah, for them, it's all economics, making it easier for skiers to get home. And our people have to suffer again. It took 15 years of keeping after them. The Ninth Circuit dismissed the case, but I remembered my aunt always told me, never give up, because if you give up, they win. So we kept fighting. It was intense. You still have your book?
Yeah, I got my book.
About over inch and a quarter, inch and a half of briefs. We finally said, well, we're going to file with the Supreme Court. And then we had that meeting with them. I don't know what changed their mind. They said, okay, we'll settle. And man, I jumped about 5 feet high in the air. I was so happy. I'm glad we're going to see that day. And it's close
Yeah.
approaching when they're going to plant those trees again.
The songs are still there, the prayers are still there, the blood of our people are still there. It's not destroyed. I'm hoping that other tribes and other people out there will use this to help to restore their sacred places. They're very important to us, to our children.
Yeah. When my time comes, I want to tell my Creator, I did my best to protect the gifts that you have given our peoples.